Hello, Coach Musa here. In this video, I'm going to share with you on how to set up the signals that are normally dropped in our Smart Traders group. First of all, I'll give you highlights with regards to interpretations of the information on the signal, and then thereafter show you how you transfer this information on your trading robot so that you can trade the signal that has been dropped on the group. Now, taking into account that you already have the recommended settings by the Smart Traders, remember, according to Smart Traders, we have a recommendation of how you're supposed to customize your settings on the trading robot to be able to maximize from these signals that are dropped, especially with emphasis being on the margin call drop and how you can spread it over, and the multiple buy-in ratios. We have 3 recommendations of the settings of the multiple buy-in ratio, which we implore everyone to use, especially if you trade the Smart Traders signals. So if you haven't customized your trading robot based on the recommended settings, I refer you to the video on the settings of the bot, and you can find this video on our YouTube channel called Smart Traders Academy. Now back to the signals. Now we have 2 types of signals that I normally share on the group. One being a signal where you are given the entry price. So basically it is a preset signal where you are required to put a specific price on which you would wish the robot to execute the buy order once the price goes to that particular price. Okay, then we have the current price signal. Now this is a signal which basically instructs you to make entry at the market price of that coin dropped on the group. So depending on what you see on the group, you are supposed to pay much attention on what signal that is. Is it a preset price or a current price signal? And then you do the necessary. So once a signal is dropped, you'll have the name of the coin you're supposed to trade, and then 2, you will have the leverage multiple recommended for you. And normally the Smart Traders recommends a leverage multiple of 2 to 10. So it's either it's 2x, can be 3x, 4x, but not exceeding 10x. And then when it comes to the FBA, which simply means the first buy-in amount, the Smart Traders recommends you to use 5% of your margin. Your margin simply refers to the capital, right? Whatever you have in your futures account upon which the leverage multiple is going to be calculated. All right, so what you have as collateral in your futures account before you start up or open up any position, that is what we call the margin. So you are supposed to use 5% of that as your first buy-in amount. All right, so I'm going to show you how you translate the 5% of your margin onto the settings. Then you have the type of position you're supposed to open. Normally it is specified. If it is a long position, it will be written as long, but most of all you'll see a green icon here, a green cycle placed there, just indicating a buy position. Then if it is a short position, you'll see there instead of green, you will see here a red icon, but of course the name will also be as it will be short. It will be written as short position. Then you have the entry price. So here is where you will have the preset price indicated for you, or if it is a current price signal, you will see here written market price, just like it is in this other signal. Then you will have the TP, the take profit percentage. So and then you'll have the margin call drop. Now the margin call drop normally what is recommended according to the smart traders is a drop of 3% or more. It shouldn't be less than 3%. So it is well explained in the video regarding the settings. And then we have the strategy mode. Now, out of the 3 strategy modes, okay, we have the sub-bin, we have the sub-bin mode, real-time settlement, and then the wall warehouse mode. Now, the recommended mode by smart traders is wall warehouse. Now, once a signal is shared like this, you open your robot, okay, and then you search for the name of the coin whose signal has been dropped. So you simply come on the futures market, and then you scroll through or simply tap on the search bar, and then you tap on all, so that you have the long list of all the coins that you can trade using this robot. Then you search for the name of the coin. Now in the signal, for example, we have SKL, so you shall come here and type SKL, and it is here. Then you tap on it, and then you tap on I understand, and then you come and tap on create, and then I understand once more. Now when you come here, remember you have on top here 2 directives. There is the long and then there is the short. So you will tap accordingly depending on what the signal indicates. Like in this case, we are supposed to open a long position according to that signal. So you will tap on long. So when you tap on long, the other part of the short is going to be disabled, or it will be in faint. Now, since you're taking up a long position, you're going to come to trade settings. All right. Then on the trade settings, there is smart create, and then there is manually create. So instead of going about to make adjustments on the default settings that is on the bot or on the coin, you simply go to that specific settings that you already customized or that you already made on your robot. So to go to that settings so that it gets loaded automatically on this coin which you intend to trade, you come and tap on template. So when you tap on template, it will redirect you to the settings page. Okay, now it will find when you already have your settings there, then you just tap on that settings and it will be automatically loaded on the coin. Now the only thing you're going to do here now is to now make adjustments on the few areas. Number 1, it will be on the first buying amount, okay, which you should follow the directives indicated on the signal. Like on the first buying amount here, it is telling us to use 5% of our margin, right? So you only make adjustments on the first buying amount. Now remember, you already have a specific amount in your futures account before you start a trade, right? For instance, if you have $100 as your margin in your futures account, you are going to take 5% of it and put here as your first buying amount. 5% of your $100 will be $5. Now what you need to understand is this: unlike in sports trading, in the futures market, the first buy-in amount indicated here is not actually the USDT or the capital itself. It's the quantity of coin equivalent to the capital or the first buy-in amount which you intend to put here. In the default settings, normally the quantity of coin indicated here is equivalent to $5. That's the minimum. That is in the default settings. It's up to you to now adjust it based on your preference. For example, if you have $100 in your futures account as your margin, okay, you're going to establish the quantity of SKL coin which will be equivalent to the 5% of the $100 which is in your futures account. Remember, in our calculation we looked at 5% of $100 being $5, so that means you're going to adjust here the quantity of the coin, okay, to be equivalent to $5. Like in this case, you'll have 159 SKL coin, which is equivalent to roughly about $5, which is the 5% of the $100 in the futures account. So if that is set, ensure that the AI margin call is off the way it is. Also ensure that the open position double is also closed. Then you're going to come on the leverage multiple. The leverage multiple here, you're going to choose any of your preference. Remember, on the signal, we have a range of 2 to 10. Suppose, for example, you choose 2. It means that you're going to change this to 2. Okay? Then the take profit is 1.5. So it will be 1.5. And then the rest of the settings will remain the way they are because they just got loaded from the customized settings that initially you had on your robot. Okay, so you have, those are the two areas. So the first one is on the first buying amount, having a quantity of coin equivalent to 5% of the capital you have in your futures account. Then two, the leverage multiple, which you're supposed to make adjustment based on what is recommended in the signal, and then the TP. The rest of the other settings remain the way they are. Now, what you must also know is that if you choose a leverage multiple of 2x, it means that your first buying amount, which in this case is $5, will be multiplied twice, will be multiplied by 2. So it means actually when you start your boat, the boat is going to pick $10 instead of $5, okay, as your initial margin to start up the trade. All right, so that is basically that. So if all is okay, then you just save. All right, and then you'll come and then enter a preset which is indicated in the signal. Now in this case, on this signal, the preset is 0.3100. So you come here and tap on where it is written initial buy-in price. You will tap here and then you will set 0.03100 and then you confirm. When you activate your robot, it's going to have here an information telling you that it is waiting to trigger the price. Okay, currently the price of the coin is at 0.3163. So the bot is waiting for the price to drop from this to this, so that it can execute the trade. Now, if it is a current price signal that you'd want to trade, after filling in all the other information, okay, you'll simply just put 0 to cancel this. Now you simply, upon making adjustments on the settings, you just come and straight away tap on activate, and then you create, and then the bot will start off the trade automatically at the current market price. So I wouldn't wish to start because I don't want to start it at a current price. All right, so simply that is how you go about with these settings.